What's up, ladies and gentlemen? If y'all are day one fans, y'all been knowing for years that I do not like The Last Ronin. I hated it. It was woke, political, feminized. Their whole mission was to replace the regular turtles with female, to basically have a female leader to replace Master Splinter, because they used Casey Darter as like one of the leaders and stuff. I just hated it. It was just a mess. Of course, the only person that survived from the original Turtle universe was April. That was the only person that survived because she's female. So she had to live because she's female. That's the generation we live in. But anyways, I want to talk about how because I never done a video like this, how I would have done The Last Ronin. And before I give y'all that, I just hated that The Last Ronin wasn't really The Last Ronin because all 4 turtles died. I think that was absolutely stupid. What's the point of calling this series The Last Ronin if all the turtles died? One turtle should have been alive for the whole entire thing, and it would have been like emotional and deep to see that last turtle at the end of the issue and figure out what can he do, because now he's alone in this cold, dark world. But we didn't get that. Michelangelo was the last turtle, but he died at the end, and that was just absolutely stupid. It just was. It really wasn't. And I wouldn't have had 4 new turtles to come in the story, because then it's like you just rebooted the universe and it's basically 4 turtles, but they're females instead. It's just really dumb. But anyways, let's get to the story. Let me tell y'all the story I would have done. I would not have had Michelangelo be the last turtle. I think he should have died. I felt like Donatello should have been the last Ninja Turtle because he's a genius. He's smart. He probably could have figured it out. I feel like the beginning of the story, like the intro, it would be like 20 years into the future or something. And Donatello has left. So pretend there's a society that is ran by the Crane. Crane would have been my main villain for this story. Crane would have got other creatures and aliens from different planets to conquer Earth. So pretend that Donatello is hiding somewhere in like a hidden city, and he's building robots. He's building robots for his army, and he's coming back for revengeance. And throughout the issues, he's crying, he's remembering his brothers, he's emotional. It's just bad because the Crane has basically killed most of the turtles. That's what my story would have been like. And then Donatello comes towards the end. He basically saved the day. He knocks out Crane, killed Crane, and I would have a dramatic kill for Donatello. He would kill Crane in a way you would never see in comic books. It would be dark. It would be a thriller. That's how I would have done the story. And then towards the end of the story, you see basically Donatello alone in this world with mostly robots that he built. And in a way, nobody won because there's barely any humans left. His brothers is dead, and he's just alone with his creation, and he missed everybody. I would not have had new Ninja Turtles come in this story. I would have had it like that. The reasoning why they did the new Turtles and all that stuff is it's a money grab. They want to make it a super long universe, and I guess that's okay. But if you really wanted to make a good 5-issue miniseries, to the point, details, moments that we can grab in Ninja Turtle history, I really feel like The Last Ronin was rushed. I don't know how many people was exactly on this project, but it was a disappointment. I know worldwide, this is like one of the greatest things that ever happened. This is bread and butter to some people, but I gotta really talk to y'all. Was this story really that good? I seriously think that this was the most overrated comic book, not even in TMNT history. This is the most overrated comic book storyline in existence. I can't think of anything that's more overrated. Right below, tell me what y'all think. Do y'all like my story of the Crane being the main villains, taking over the Earth, and Donatello being the last one and not Michelangelo, and Donatello building a race of robots, an army of robots to try to conquer Crane and basically lose his, I wouldn't want to say humanity because Donatello's a turtle, but kind of lose his soul and his spirit in a way because he's killing now and he lost everybody he loved. That would have been a good story. Right below to tell me if I'm right or wrong or whatever. And by the way, check out my main YouTube channel, Nerd Culture is Toxic. Look me up on Instagram, Nerd Culture is Toxic. Look me up on Rumble, Nerd Culture is Toxic. And then this is Black Nerds Matter. So subscribe to this channel. Check me out on some other stuff. And I love y'all from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, what was I worried about? Oh, God!